Why did Elon Musk break ties with Trump? The inside story of the Big Beautiful Bill, OBBB. A storm hit both American politics and the tech world when Elon Musk suddenly announced his decision to distance himself from Donald Trump. Yes, the same Elon Musk who was once seen as a Trump supporter, whose tweets often echoed Republican agendas, and who repeatedly positioned himself as a visionary for America's future, has now taken a different path with just one major move. But the question is, what happened that made the world's richest and most influential entrepreneur cut ties with one of the most powerful political figures? The answer lies in one controversial bill, One Big Beautiful Bill, OBBB. A proposal that, on the surface, appears to be about reform, but at its core could potentially create a major rift in the American economy. Today, we'll dive deep into this very topic. But before we begin, if you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an update from us. Now, let's start today's discussion without any delay. Let us tell you, Elon Musk's discontent didn't erupt overnight. Over the past few months, his stance on the US federal deficit had been hardening. And when Trump introduced the One Big Beautiful Bill, OBBB, a massive spending proposal to drive his second-term agenda, it struck a deep chord of disagreement with Musk's economic philosophy. Musk bluntly stated, "This bill increases the budget deficit rather than reducing it, and undermines the Government Efficiency Department, DOGE." In other words, he believes the bill not only disrupts America's fiscal balance but also damages administrative efficiency. The OBBB has already been passed in the House of Representatives with strong backing from the Republican Party, and President Trump has publicly endorsed it. However, it has yet to clear the Senate. Through this bill, Trump aims to extend his 2017 tax cut policies. The bill's key provisions include further tax reductions, increased spending on border security, restructuring of social programs, and the elimination of tax credits for clean energy. In essence, the bill seeks to legally cement Trump's political and economic agenda. What bothers tech tycoons like Elon Musk the most is the bill's fiscal irresponsibility. The US federal deficit already hovers around $1.9 trillion, approximately 6.4% of the national GDP. Musk argues that at a time when the economy is burdened by debt, introducing such an extravagant bill would only deepen instability. And this instability won't just be reflected in numbers, it will directly affect the credibility of the dollar, investor confidence, and America's standing in global financial markets. The OBBB, One Big Beautiful Bill, has 5 key pillars. First, making the income and property tax cuts introduced in 2017 permanent. Trump claims this will provide relief to the middle class. Second, introducing new tax cuts on tips, overtime, and Social Security income, which will offer up to 15% tax relief to Americans earning between $30,000 and $80,000. Third, a significant increase in border security and military spending. Fourth, a plan to reduce government fraud and waste. And fifth, raising the federal debt ceiling to cover the rising expenditure. Some of these proposals may sound appealing, but what will they cost? That's the question being raised by Elon Musk and financial experts like him. If the government is reducing taxes and increasing spending, then where will the money come from? The answer is debt. And this is the point where investors like Musk begin to worry. He believes that if the US continues borrowing at this pace, the time will soon come when interest payments alone will consume a large share of the government's total revenue. The second major controversial part of this bill is the changes in border security and social welfare programs. The Trump administration claims this will curb illegal immigration and bring transparency to programs like Medicaid. But Musk's concern is that such decisions will place an additional burden on minorities and low-income groups. Musk, who believes in technology and innovation, feels that instead of empowering these groups economically, taking away their support will weaken the future of human capital. The most interesting aspect of this entire episode is that the very DOGE department, which was founded by Elon Musk with the aim of digitizing government operations, reducing costs, and increasing efficiency, is being undermined by this bill. In other words, while Musk envisions a lean and efficient government powered by technology, Trump's policy is creating a government that is more expensive and complicated. It's clear that while Trump's OBBB is aimed at political gain, Musk's focus is on future economic stability. Trump wants to offer tax relief to average Americans, strengthen the borders, and make America great again. Musk, on the other hand, wants the US to lead in technology, ensure transparency in governance, and maintain a balanced budget. It is this clash of visions that has driven these two powerful personalities apart. Elon Musk's stance will have not just political, but also business-level repercussions. Until now, Musk was considered a Trump supporter, and many of his ventures had indirectly benefited from government policies. But following this rift, there may be administrative and policy-level changes in the coming months that could affect Musk's companies, whether it be Tesla, SpaceX, or xAI. The future of the One Big Beautiful Bill now depends on the Senate's decision. But even before that, the bill has already stirred significant debate in American political discourse. And Elon Musk's outspoken criticism has given it a whole new dimension. This is no longer just a matter of economic policy. It has now become an issue of America's economic future, political direction, and leadership priorities. The message of this entire story is clear. When economic power and political authority collide, the consequences are far-reaching.
If our video has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources, news from various news agencies, opinion polls and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.